Tape markers. She said review, guys. Get right to it. Action. This is definitely a movie that's really powerful. It's a really powerful film. It's a very influential movie to where I feel like this is the kind of movies, again, this is just my point of opinion. This is the kind of movies that I feel like should be shown in school in a way. To spread awareness, to know what not to do, what's consensual, what's not consensual, and to show awareness. Another film we could talk about as well is just Spotlight as well. It's very comparison to this, a journalism aspect of this movie. This talks about the New York reporters Megan and Jody, who break one of the most important stories in a generation, a story that helped launch the #MeToo movement and shattered decades of silence around the subject of sexual assault in Hollywood. This issue, of course, the sexual allegations, it's always been a sensitive topic. It's always been that awareness to where, how in the hell can this happen in any company, in any situation, And
I think what was so shocking about it is that, this was happening, for one, over the span of decades.
Yeah.
But two, it was happening to these glamorous people that you wouldn't think that
would happen. Exactly, especially for someone that's starting off their career. Gwyneth Paltrow, Jennifer Aniston. There's so many people. We're not going to name all of them, right? Because there's just so many people, obviously, and so many victims in this whole Me Too movement and everything, and it really shows and spread. This film's powerful. It's a powerful movie. It's this movie really stuck out to me, so many different layers when it comes down to the way they edit. I thought this film was edited very well. This edited films very well. In a weird way, I felt more of a thrill in this movie than I did in Wakanda Forever. If that makes any sense, I don't know, because I'm just going back. Yeah, I know. I'm just, dude. I'll be honest here. And this movie had no action in there. It was just edited very well. It was just a whole organization of a film. This film was edited really good. I enjoyed it.
It's almost like thrilling to see this story unfold with these two investigative journalists. You see their hard work on trying to uncover the truth. It's not just, putting a story out there. They have to spend so much time looking and calling people and talking to people and piecing together what's been happening here. And then as they get more and more into it, it's almost kind of like a rabbit hole. Like you just uncover that, no, it's not just a one-time thing. It's been happening for all these years. It's kind of the bigger conspiracy of cover up, company knew about it, they allowed it to happen, they
continue to allow it to happen.
So
decades
you see this unfold, and I think that's the thrilling aspect of it, is you see them piece together this story and talk to these victims. It's so heartbreaking because it's so sad that it went on for so long. And I really appreciate that this story about these two journalists and how they uncovered this really jump-started the Me Too movement. It really catapulted, and a lot of women came forward after that. It was very heroic because, in the film, and I'm sure this happened in real life, they showed it where it wasn't positively recepted by a lot of people. They were starting to get threats and, a lot of intimidation for the victims who were speaking out. So it's hard to see that. And because that's really, that happened in real life. And it's just so heartbreaking to see it. But it needed to be done. It needed to be told because, like you say, it brings awareness to the fact that this happened and still happens, across the world. And so I really appreciate the overall message for this film. And I appreciate
there's a lot of factors that I did not know. Obviously, it just, a lot of it had to pertain with the whole rape situation that you already knew about, that I did not know about, was the 3 years of leaving the case open in that situation. That's just insane to me. How
how a company's policy is after misconduct is reported, that this company that's so called Harvey Weinstein worked at was to destroy evidence conveniently after 3 years, which I'm pretty sure is the statute of limitation for rape and stuff. Could be maybe variants by city and jurisdiction, but that's such a coincidence that that's the policy. So you see in this movie a lot of things that make you question,
yeah,
like why and how could this go on for so long? And you know, it's very, how do you say, eye-opening.
Yeah.
To see that it wasn't just him. It wasn't just Harvey Weinstein that would do these things.
This film really centers around his situation, though. Yeah. It really does center around how one person could be so powerful and just put everyone in line and say, this is my way, and this is it. You know,
it was something.
It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you are. I'm gonna have my way on you, regardless of.
It really sheds a light on like you say, like the intimidation, the bullying, how that trickled down to letting him get away with this for so long. And so I really liked, one, the overall message, but two, I really like the cast.
We got to actually hear the actual recordings of Harvey Weinstein interacting with assistants. That was wow.
I like that a lot.
That was insane. I'm not gonna lie, that was very powerful. It just I kind of felt like this movie would really want to put you in the room with them. And it did. I felt so uncomfortable in that whole situation. I can only imagine what the woman felt like.
Good.
Like it definitely it definitely is an eye opener here. It puts you in a very uncomfortable situation because you're in this movie and it's like, holy like, dude, this person really did that. Like essentially it's a movie, right? But it's a biopic in its own right.
Right.
It really is, and it shows this is truthful story. Same thing what happened with Spotlight is that I got so emotional when Mark Ruffalo did that scene there, and Michael Keaton, Rachel McAdams. Even in this film, it's so like journalism films I just enjoy on another level. The Hate You gives another powerful film that I thought was just beautifully done.
I think it's because it's so passionate about the message.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like these.
Yeah.
I know they're actors and stuff, but these investigative reporters care so much about the story and making sure the truth is told that it comes across the screen. And I love that. I love seeing that passion. I really commend the bravery for these two reporters in talking to these women. And
I'm pretty sure they got threats. They just didn't put it in the movie. I'm like 95% sure.
Yeah, they got threats. I also want to thank the people who did come forward for this, because if they didn't, then this would have still gone on. And so I truly appreciate that. And also I really gotta say, Ashley Judd, who was one of the ones who spoke out, she was actually in this film, and I really liked that. I really did.
There's a lot. I mean I'll be honest here, I did not know that. I'll be straight up forward. People call me crazy, but I did not know that. And it's crazy because she's in one of my favorite films that I've always, my top 10 films. I don't know why I love this movie, Double Jeopardy, with Tommy Lee Jones in there, and she's in there. She's the main star. And to know that, to see that, it's just like, oh God, dude, this is just insane. Like, it's shocking how someone could just do, like, essentially they're tasked to do a job, and to know that the boss of a studio, not in charge of one movie, in charge of a whole studio of film projects, and knowing how powerful this person could be. Like, you know what, if she wants to do it, she could be like, screw this studio. But if she says no, whatever situation occurred, then therefore I'm gonna call Harvey Weinstein. Could be like, I'm gonna call Disney, say, nope, you can't work. And it just, he knew powerful people. He knew the film industry. When someone so powerful like that knew the whole film industry like that, and know that if you get, why did you work with Harvey Weinstein? Because he was a well-known name. And I'm glad that he is serving his damn years in prison. I am glad that he is. This shows like, you cannot get away with this. No matter who you are, you cannot get away with this shit. That's all I'm saying.
And I gotta say, the cast, in this film, loved all of them. They had such great passion for this project, and it came through so much on the film.
I know he was supporting role, but Andre was really good. I loved. I don't know why. I loved him so much. And again, I could talk about nonstop films, but one of the films I could mention right now, The Day After Tomorrow, when he takes off with Jake Gyllenhaal and them, they stay in the library and he takes off. I don't know. He has this weird. Not in a good way. He has this weird leadership presence that I just love, and he takes control of the camera.
Well, I'm sorry, he was the chief in Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, of course, yeah. I loved him. I love him in anything that he does. Granted, he's only in this film probably like what, 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I loved all the
parts. And I loved all the parts. He was
kind of like, I think supposed to be like the editor or something.
Yeah, exactly. So I loved it because again, it goes back to the passion project. It goes back. I'm from watching this movie, I felt that everyone had their own piece of like, we need to do this right.
Right.
I felt like every single actor and actress, producers, director, I felt like this film in general need to be told right. And I give a shout out to
the director because she told it the right way. Because, it focused a lot on, these women who had such a, this traumatic event happen in their life. And, them taking that brave step and opening up, and, revisiting that pain in the past, and so I appreciate that she told the story the right way. Again, it's not an action film by any means, but it did have a sense of thrillness because it was the thrill. You see like it come together and you want it to come together and happen. And then we all know it does because, right, obviously the story broke. Yeah. But just seeing that unfold, all the work that these reporters pour into this story and they want to get it right, you can't help but feel like thrilled. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, definitely. I know you really love this movie.
I did.
Yeah, I know you really enjoyed it. So obviously this is a film that we deserve, guys. Rating 1 out of 10. 10 be the highest, Angela. What do you give this rating of this movie?
I'm going to give it a 9 because I cannot say enough how much we need this film, how much we deserved it, and how very well done it was executed. I really appreciate the cast, the director, the story, everything about it. It's just, I love it. And again, completely necessary. That message is necessary.
Yeah, it's one of those films to where you get sucked into the whole plot of the story, and you get lost in this whole like, I can't believe this is real. Like essentially, like it's something with Spotlight. It was Spotlight. I was just like, oh my god, this is real. Like this is. We gotta remember, like, we're watching a movie, but I don't know, again, it's just my take on this, right? And whenever I go see a movie, I'm all like, I want to get lost in this world. But with biopics, it's so different. It's so rich storytelling. It's just so much. Again, I talk about all these movies all the time. Till was a powerful film. Oh my god, this film is a powerful film. Spotlight, The Hate You Give wasn't a really biopic, but it just, movies like this are such a strong, powerful movie, and I think these movies need to be shown in just in schools. I think certain films like this need to be shown to where they educate the students, they educate the future.
And that's another thing too. It's not just reporting on this one story. It's opening the door to these conversations. More stories, more situations. More situations beyond the Harvey Weinstein, his company, this person. Yeah. It's like, learning or teaching, about consent and sexual harassment in the workplace, Exactly. So I cannot say enough good things about this film, and I really appreciate everything that went into it.
Definitely. I'm going to give this film a rating of a 9 as well. I really enjoyed it. I loved so many different, it's so crazy to me that, I know I keep going back to Wakanda Forever, but like, it's so crazy to me thinking that I thought this was more of a thrill, even though there was no action sequences in this movie. I just get thrilled. I love Spotlight. I love the film Spotlight. I just love the whole aspect of finding the truth. We need to find the truth. We need to find the damn truth. And I'm happy this film came out. I'm happy that this shit won't stand for it, and we do not stand for this. And just any powerful person, man or woman, doesn't matter, should be able to be accountable and to help be convicted of these crimes. Doesn't matter who it is, they should be convicted of the crimes.
It definitely, any harassment in the workplace should not be tolerated. And I gotta say, I agree with you. Like, I think that, this is a film, and I agree with the Spotlight. I love Spotlight too. Spotlight's great. And I gotta say, like, the ending where it has like the little bit.
Same thing happened with this as well.
Yeah. So I appreciate that, because in Spotlight it was so like, oh my gosh, this happened globally. Like, holy cow. And then same thing with here. You saw so many more victims, come out after the film or the story broke.
The story,
And so you see that highlighted it, and so you see the change that it made. companies were revising policy. They had a
changing
whole
it up, updating all the time. Yeah,
ensuring that women or men in workplaces do not have to be subject to this anymore. So I liked it that change came from this. It came from this story breaking. So I gotta say I really love the film.
This is definitely a movie to check out, guys. Check this movie out because it is going to spread awareness, and it's just we're all for. We are all for this, this whole concept and everything. And again, I just go back to the whole story plot. This story was very well put together. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the editing part of it. I think this runtime for this film came out to be 2 hours and 8 minutes. I thought that was good. Yeah, that's a good runtime.
Yeah, I liked it. It said what it needed to say. Mm-hmm. It wasn't too long. Yeah. I wouldn't have added or taken away anything. Yeah. So I think I agree.
This is coming out at a right good time too, as well, because we're about to get to award season. It's almost upon us. It's pretty much almost really already, I would say, already here for films to come out. We got The Fabulous coming out next
Fabelmans?
The Fabelmans, I'm sorry. The Fabelmans coming out next week, which is the Oscar contender. And who knows? Maybe these actresses will get, if not one of them, maybe the other one will get Best Supporting or Best Lead Actress in the Oscars nominee. Because again, this is definitely going to hit the Oscars. Hopefully it'll touch up on that and all that stuff, and it'll have that strong momentum going.
I would like to see the film as itself nominated for something. I don't know if it'll make Best Picture. I don't know.
We'll see.
But at least maybe
there's still a lot of good films. The Menu. There's still a lot of good films. Yeah.
But I at least think this film in itself, aside from the actors, should be nominated for something. Yeah. Now, what it would be, I don't know. I would hope Best Picture, but
I don't know about that.
It is going up against some mighty contenders.
I would say Till gets nominated for sure. I'm 95% sure Till's gonna get nominated.
And the lead actress for that, I 100% agree.
Yeah, again, we talk about these movies over and over where we talk about how powerful, and I don't say that lightly because I'm very particular with my words. I'm all like, this is a powerful movie, guys. Check this out at theater near you. Hey, as always, I'm your host, Ryan D. You can call me Ryan680. And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up on our review. Check you later. Stay safe, San Antonio.